Welcome back to SheffPlays. We're doing food tier lists. We're doing a random food tier list and what food mascots I can take in a fight. Because I definitely didn't realize last minute that I had nothing to upload. So, there's a boogie. Start off with, we got cheese. S. Bro. I destroy. That's not necessary. Cheese. Here's a couple things that I could show you to actually prove my point. So, I got some pretty cool gifts from a friend who, check this out. On my keychain for work, cheese. I got this little squishmallow. What's he holding? Cheese. And then I also have a cheese magnet on the mini fridge. Bro, cheese is my favorite food. And as someone who's lactose intolerant, that's a highly dangerous combination. Steak? Or what I'm presuming is steak? Another S tier. Steak is such a crazy good food, bro. What am I looking at here? Is this a plate of cat food? I have no idea what I'm looking at. But it looks like cat food, so we're gonna give it a C. You can't knock it till you try it. No, I'm just kidding. That's a D, baby. Chicken noodle soup, or what I think is chicken noodle soup. We'll give it a B. If it's made right, chicken noodle soup is one of the best foods on the planet. If it's made correctly. None of that canned bogus where like you get those weird squares of ham and like noodles that are softer than, chicken. Or turkey. It looks like a rotisserie chicken. If it's rotisserie chicken, that's an A, but chicken as a whole kind of gets a B. I'm not a huge chicken fan. Like, fried chicken's okay. Chicken wings are probably the best form of chicken. Boneless or bone-in, I don't care. Pizza. Pizza's an A for me. I've eaten a lot of pizza. And I just can never have enough pizza, bro. I don't know what it is about it. It's so good. I've had so many different types of pizzas. They're just, pizza's the best. Fish? I think fish gets a B. Fish is pretty solid. If it's like haddock is really good. I really like salmon. My aunt or my grandpa used to go on salmon run, and the salmon they'd bring back, they'd like cut up and make into little like chicken nuggets, but with salmon, and they slapped. Milk? S. Dude, I can drink milk all day. I love milk, and it's good for your bones. Eggs? C. Deviled eggs are the best. Hard-boiled are very close. Sunny side up and hole-in-ones are pretty close. But any egg in general, you eat it for too long and you start to taste the egg, if that makes sense. And then it just, no. Tomatoes? I think it's a B. Like, as an adult, I will no longer pick tomatoes out of something if it's given to me and I see tomatoes. I'm not going to be like, ew, yucky. But if I can go without them, I will. But if they're there, it's not a big deal. Is that bread? Not just straight up bread? Oh no, it's ham. Ham's a C. I'm more of a turkey guy. So, but I don't think it's terrible. Again, it's the same as a tomato, where if it's the option, then I'll take it. But more of a turkey guy myself. Is this just another pizza? It's a supreme pizza, though. This is what it looks like. Not a huge fan of... I found that now that I'm getting older, I don't mind it as much. So we'll put it at B. As long as it doesn't have black olives on it, then I'll eat it. What is it? Milka? Milka. That's just Milka. I don't know what that is. But I think it's milk. So we'll put it up here at S. That's, if I'm wrong, then Italian sausage, I think. S, bro. Let me tell you a little story. About a year ago, I was home alone. Or no, it was more than a year ago. Maybe 2 years ago? I don't know. That doesn't matter. What matters is I was home alone. Now, this when I was a bigger boy, so I could, I was able to, like, put it away. And I had 8 Italian sausages and 20 pizza rolls after having a couple daddy sodas. And it was a good night. Not a good morning, but a good night. Bacon cheeseburger, brother. Ass. Man, I really like food. Bacon cheeseburger is my go-to. Whenever I'm at a new restaurant or a returning restaurant, that's always a go-to. It's a safe option, and they just slap. Like, no matter where you go, it's such a good food. Potato chips, I give them an A. I like potato chips to an extent. Hardwired, it's very hard for me to not finish a bag in one sitting, so I don't get them super often. And it depends on the flavor, but like if it's Takis, doesn't matter if it's family bag, small bag, normal bag, one sitting, every time. Avocado, D. Actually C. If you have good guacamole, like it's made and not just like a Wegmans container, then it's fine. But I'm not a huge fan of it. It's just weirdly like bland. French fries. They kind of taste like refried beans in some cases, but not the fries, but the guac. French fries? S. The only French fries I'm not a huge fan of are crinkle cut, but like pretty much any other French fry, yeah, I could eat them all day, brother. Hot dogs? B. Sometimes a hot dog is like you have to be in the mood for a hot dog. Best hot dogs are salines. They're like that long. Yeah, it looks about right. They're like that long. They're bigger than a ballpark Frank. Oh, and those ones you can eat cold and they're just as good, but they're like $9 for a package of like 9 of them. I'm not paying $1 per hot dog that I'm gonna clear in a sitting. Spaghetti? That's another S, bro. Love spaghetti. Especially like homemade Italian spaghetti. I haven't had it in years. It takes like 6 hours to cook, but it's the best. Pancakes. Here's where we hit a bump in the road. C. Not a huge pancake and waffle fan. Like if it's one or the other, it's waffles just because it's easier to keep the toppings that you put on it on there because of the holes. But not a huge pancake or waffle fan. I don't know what this is. Is that carne asada? We're gonna say it's carne asada, and if that's the case, that's an S. I love that stuff. It's so yummy, yummy, good, delicious. That's a fair tier list, I think. I think all these deserve above D besides whatever that is. How much time are we at? We're at 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and do our food mascot fighting competition. Now, as a heads up, I did have to change the wording of some of these because some of them were not very family-friendly channel oriented. Alright, let's do the Keebler elf. Actually, I'm gonna adjust the screen size a little bit. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Alright, the Keebler elf. No contest. Wait. Easy dub. There we go. No contest means they're winning. Keebler elf. You know what? Actually, I think he would be like Ant-Man. He has that advantage of how small he is. And, I think he'd put up a good fight. I think he'd be smart enough, because we're thinking like life or death, right? I think he'd be smart enough to take me on. Toucan Sam? I think it's a toss-up. I think he's a bird. You get a hold of him. One stone, you know what I'm saying? But he also has a huge beak, which I feel like if need be, could just like impale. The Nesquik bunny? I think that's an easy dub. You don't see him enough, so you don't get to see that power of whatever he has, so I think it's easy dub. The Trix Rabbit? Um, I think that's actually. I think I would break a sweat. He's kind of crazy. You know what? It's a toss-up. The more you think about these mascots, the more, like, the more you realize how, like, uneven it is. Dude's kind of all over the place. He's kind of crazy. The Pringles guy, I think I'm losing. This might be a bias because Pringles are, like, my second favorite type of chip right below Taki. But there's something about him. I think he's like I think he's stronger than he lets on. It's that mustache, bro. The mustache alone has more power than Dr. Phil. The Kool-Aid Man? No contest, I'm losing. I don't know if any of you guys are aware. The Kool-Aid Man is actually, like, his strength and stuff has been shown before. He is a hero in the Marvel comics, and his agility and strength is comparable to Superman. So, yeah, no, I'm not. I don't even stand. What are you huffing for, brother? I don't even stand a chance. The bee from Honey Nut Cheerios, I would definitely lose. One, I don't know about glorious, but one, I'm allergic to bees. Two, tiny and fast. Three, he's got a magic wand. That's cheating right off the bat. But yeah. Chester the Cheetah. Right there. I think it'd be a fair fight. But I also think he'd be too lax, and I would just catch him off guard. The Pillsbury Doughboy. You know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him the same thing Keebler is, but I think I'm a little more evenly matched, but also being made of... You know what? Here. Because he's made of dough, so I don't know how much of the impact he would feel from, like, a punch. Quaker oatmeal. Brother's got brittle bones. I just break him like a Kit Kat. Or an oat. I break him like a bowl of oatmeal. Right in my tummy. The Gerber baby. This is where the problem comes in. I didn't see that originally when I like pulled this list up. I don't know if I want to be on the internet and saying that I could beat up a baby. Don't do that while I'm recording, brother. The Green Giant? No contest. Brother would step on me, it'd be over. He seems like a peaceful guy, but I feel like if he had to, he'd be busting it down. That's not right. The Green M&M. This is a toss-up. I'm not gonna say anything. We're leaving it at that. Larry the Leprechaun. I don't know if that's his name, but that's what we're calling him. I think it's another toss-up because again, magic powers. But he doesn't seem as aggressive. Something about this little yellow bee makes me feel like he's aggressive, but he doesn't seem aggressive, so we'll put him there. The Planter's Peanut. You know what? Actually, I think it would be a glorious fight, but I do think he'd win because of if you watched like the commercials, at least twice he's died and reincarnated, and it doesn't say how fast it happens. So if I win the fight, I could immediately lose the fight, because like if I expend all my energy to take him down, let's just say I had to, then he's just right back, and then I got to do it again, and I can only do that so many times before, I lose. Red M&M. I think I'd break a sweat, but I think I could take him. Tony the Tiger. Bro's a tiger. I don't care how great he is, how friendly he looks. Dude's a tiger. Land O'Lakes butter. I'm aware that this isn't used anymore, but because this is not my tier list, there's no way for me to delete it. But you know what? I will say no contest. She evokes a lot of confidence, and yeah, I don't doubt that she would pummel me. So, that's what we're... Yep. Wow, the camera's a lot higher up than I thought. And it's a lot warmer. We've been recording for 15 minutes. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one, and until then, you know, keep, I don't know. Trying to think of all the slogans. Keep following your nose for the fruity taste that shows. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. I think it's some... whatever. See ya.